is to know thyself, leading to the greatest self-realization secret. This awesome truth, purposely kept from your knowing, your true nature is God. A divine fire star lays within your heart, a liquid sphere of ethereal light, a living sea of radiantly burning love fire, divinely gifted within you as your master, magnetic center. We gather to assist each other in remembering and focusing our awareness upon the majestic and magical fire star of your being. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I Remember the one law. Whatever you focus on, you become one with and aware of. Focus on your divine fire star as a living ocean of nirvana within your heart. Passionately inhale your focus into the omnipotent sea of divine love. Remember the one law. Whatever you focus on, you become one with and aware of. Focus on your divine fire star as a living ocean of nirvana within your heart. Passionately inhale your focus into the omnipotent sea of divine love. I am that
I'm setting up, I guess. I don't know.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. I'm just doing the opening.
Okay.
All right. Greetings and welcome, family. The Magnets, Crystals, Pyramids. I'm your host, Uncle Rise and Son. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a beautiful artist, uh, filmmaker, writer, vocalist, named, hold on, pardon. I'm in the lab zone, you know. I was just producing. Oh, shoot. Let me just shut my phone off. Sorry, y'all. Um, just starting up. We're just producing a variation to empower you coming into these holidays. People are stressing, money acting funny in some circles. In other circles, people are like, hey, let's come on with it. Let's get it. We're getting it. We're getting it. So before we start, thank you for being born. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for surviving the formative years of your adolescence. Whether you had a smooth landing or crash landing, don't hang out in the airport of memories. Most important dates is your birthday. Again, happy birthday to all the Sagittarians. Happy birthday to all the upcoming Capricorns. And most of all, happy birthday, because really you're a part of eternity. But while we're here, we give a reason to celebrate and let people know that you are important. Here on this channel, you are important to me. Uncle Uncle Hanky, you are important. So that's why we're sharing all this different information with you to encourage you, to inspire you. And the gift of giving just keeps on giving. High frequency has dominion over low frequency. So let us begin. As sparks of eternity, we say, yes, I am forgiving everybody in my past lives. I ask everybody forgive me. Most of all, I forgive myself. Then as we turn our awareness into the here and now, we forgive all the dream time experiences and memories of this life and unlimited future possibilities. So we say, Ashe, Mahalo, Donada, Wado, Amen, Amen, Yatehe, and so it is. But we ride on the shoulders of those who came before us. So we thank and invite Yahshua, Mary of Magdalene. Let me show you pictures. Mary of Magdalene. We thank and invite Black Madonna, Mother Mary. We thank and invite the latest Christ, born in the Congo, Simeon Toko, Sheikh Amadou Bamba. We thank and invite Saint Germain, who was also known as, in past skin incarnations, Tahuti. All right? We thank and invite, in this skin suit, an ancient Atlantean Kemetic master known as Amenhotep. You and I know him as Nikolai Tesla. We thank and invite him. We thank and invite Angel of Protection to protect our family, friends, and loved ones. We thank and invite Sanat Kumara, Enoch the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. We thank and invite Lady Buddha, Lady Krishna, because family, we want our beautiful pearly planet that we call Earth to rise in higher vibrations with all the celestial activations. We want our planet to be a beautiful place beyond cross-eyed, short-sighted Western concepts
of ownership and greed and planetary pimping of universal energy, electricity, and power. This we got to think global. Whether you think the planet shaped like a slice of pizza, football, basketball, square, frisbee, this is our spaceship, planet Earth. So we have to literally think global while we act local. Okay, so let's see what's happening with our featured guest. She's happening. Okay, hold on, family. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to put this on. Okay, family, we have a breakthrough. Brigid is here. Let's see, that wasn't so hard. You just need a little help from your friends.
It's a little echoey. Is that
That's
on my
because we're going to
end?
hang up the phone and have it.
Oh, okay.
All
My
right.
bad.
Okay,
Okay.
we see you.
Like I could.
Let me just get rid of this picture because we
Okay.
did an indication. Okay, hanging up. There we go. All right, here we go, family.
It might
We
go
did it.
dark sometimes because I'm still at my school. So just don't mind me.
That's okay. Welcome to Magnus Crystal's Pyramids, Bridget.
Hi, how are you?
Looking
Hi,
good,
everyone.
girl. Looking good. I'm seeing what it's like to have my ET glasses while we're doing the show.
Oh,
So,
okay.
family, we want to put you front and center. Folks know what I look like already. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you're about. And remember, this is casual and, it's very easy. It is being taped, so you'll be able to share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. So go ahead, Bridget. Who are you?
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Brigid Turner. My family's from Jamaica. I am from Brooklyn. I'm very proud of my heritage. I always
Hey.
want to talk about that first. I am an entrepreneur, filmmaker, educator, artist, and all around wellness person.
Yeah, yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
I know. I call it the slashers.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. You're doing good. Doing good. So what you got cooking? What you got baking? What you got shaking?
Well, this Saturday, I have my second feature film called We Are Family, and it is about six foster children wanting to find their families before Christmas. And that's going to be at the Brooklyn
Mm,
Children's Museum from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets are being sold at Nicholas Brooklyn or on Eventbrite.
beautiful. So what got you into the arts? When was your inspiration?
Elementary school, I was always doing something artistic. My first love is dancing. I also teach dance in schools, and dancing was my first love. And then I played sports. And through that, I think I was kind of scouted because through modeling. I model as well. I was on college campus and they scouted me to do some modeling in Chicago. I went to school there, and um, I try to remember. Oh, I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember right now. I normally can. Rodriguez, Miss Rodriguez was my dance teacher, which was my Spanish teacher in high school. And I played volleyball in high school as well. And she was the one that I guess really got it really starting. I went to Midwood, and
You went to
I did.
Midwood? I was supposed to
Mhm.
went to Erasmus,
Oh gosh, okay.
but I
That
ended
was
up
a
at
thug
Grady.
out school. That was a thug out school. And she was definitely one of the ones that encouraged me to stay after school. That is why I'm so big about after school programs, because that helps
Mm.
me a lot. And it was a way of me doing things, learning of my creativity, and just showing me different outlets, not just being home. I was never really hanging out on the street kind of person, but definitely not just being at home doing homework and watching TV. So Miss Rodriguez, that was my really first big time of knowing that I could do the arts and dancing. And I was a cheerleader and I played volleyball, like I said. And then when I went to college, Terry Witt Bailey, she was my dance teacher. I had a dance background as well, modern dance. And she gave me my first shot at teaching high school students. I believe it was called College Upward Bound, where the kids would come from high school, they would get college credits on our campus. And I went to Chicago State University, and that was where I saw theater and dance combined together. In my family, no one does the arts like at all. I'm the only one in my family that does what I do. So I had to learn from other people in my environment and on campus. And college really changed because I went to school for nursing. And then it changed, and I just knew that this is what I wanted to do and work with children. And jumping forward, working in schools, I'm contracted because I'm a DOE vendor, but I also have my own WMBE to vend into schools. And so I do my own programs, which is dance and film. Film came for me because I had an opportunity to be in an independent film as a model, but I had like 2 lines. And then I was able to have a featured role in American Gangster and Spider-Man. And that's
Wow.
what really changed it for me of wanting to do more of the arts. Like it piqued my interest of filmmaking. And I was doing some background work and stand-in work on multiple shows. Every actor, I'm sure, has been on Law and Order, all the Law and Orders. And so that was my start. But when I was on there, I was very adamant about learning the crew part. I don't know why, but the crew part. Another reason was
Mm.
I didn't see too many Black people, to be honest, doing the crew part. And not that it was a focus, it was just something that I noticed. And jumping forward, I said, oh, you know what? This is cool. Someone had given me an opportunity to become an assistant director on music videos. Mark Caransea, I won't forget the people who helped me along the way. And I did that. And I remember Sadat X. When I was telling some people that I worked with Sadat X, they was like, "Yo, like he's major hip hop." And so I was honored to work with a lot of hip hop people. And then someone gave me an opportunity to direct a short film. And from there, I was just word of mouth doing assistant directing work. And one day, I was booked as a trophy model for New Orleans when they had the Super Bowl there, and I wanted to write a short film called For a Dark Skinned Girl. Most people, that's what they know me for. I filmed that in New Orleans. And why I did that was because most people had this saying of like, oh, you were so pretty for a dark skinned girl, or you're not angry like most dark skinned girl. And I was like, that's actually offensive. It's not like a compliment.
People
And
really say that.
yeah, they still say that. I've heard
Who's,
people
who
still say
says
that.
that, Brigid?
A grown person. And you know what? I'll say this. It was like a hot chocolate date. Like I love hot chocolate. So my dates start off with hot chocolates. Cause if you don't really into the person, you're not committed to a whole date, you know? And when he did that, I was like, yo, it's time for me to write something about this because I've been hearing it too much, you know? And so I did that. And so my first pilot was in New Orleans. And when I put that together, like I wind up staying there off and on for 3 and 4 months. And I did that. And I want to shout out all the people who helped me with that. That was a period piece as well. So to
Wow.
me, yeah. And I went to thrift stores. I just did everything. And from there, I knew I could do this. And so I just started creating short films after that. And in 2018, I said, you know what? I want to write a film. And so I started writing
Mm.
a film, but I wanted to make it a series because I felt like, oh, if I make a series, it could be something a little bit different, like not so much included as far as crew and cast. But then COVID happened. And I said, you know what? Nobody's working. So I'm just going to make all my friends be crew and get everybody. So my first feature film was called Run Crew, and it's on Amazon Prime right now. And I'm very
Wow.
grateful. Yeah, I'm very grateful. Don't let the wild few fool you because
I didn't know that.
Amazon is making that money. I ain't really making that money like that. But
Oh.
it's an honor to be on there and to have a platform where multiple people can watch it. And from there, that was a learning curve for me because I literally taught my peoples in the run community and my family to do. We were crew. We made first time actors, students that I worked with were actors, kids that I modeled with were actors, and I said, you know what, let's do it. And I wasn't fearful. I knew that it would be challenging because most of the film took place outside and it was very, very hot. So I thank everybody again who helped me put Run Crew together because you can never have your first. And I will always, always, always remember how tough that was. And so jumping forward, I just decided, you know what, I can make feature films. And so I wind up directing a feature film that I didn't write. It was called Bloody Money. Shout out to Ephraim, Champ, and
Wow.
Turtle. And they gave me the opportunity to direct that. And it's a little bit of a gangster one, but yeah, it is. It is. But
She
you
said,
know
yeah,
what?
it is.
Yeah, because I felt like it's reality. It's not something that is nothing is over glorified in the film, and that's on also social platforms as well. And I just was like, sometimes people put you in a box, and when I did that, they didn't even think it was a female director because of how gangster it was. But
Wow.
yeah, so it's called Bloody Money again. And from there, I already knew I wanted to tell a story because when I'm working with students, a lot of them were in foster care, some of them were in shelters, and just hearing their stories. And I actually took foster care classes so I can get a little bit of understanding of the ins and outs of how things are working. I also spoke to a few people who had foster children. And for me, I was like, okay, I could tell this story. So 3 years ago, actually, at the end of, I said, I need to shoot this when the holiday stuff is going on. So I don't have to, oh, how do you make lights happen? How do you make snow happen? How do you make the cold? So I timed it. And again, the crew this time was very small. And I'm so grateful for Duran Campbell, Nia Campbell, and Darius Green. And we gangstered this. And it is such a beautiful story. When I tell you, I'm so proud of this story and the work that was put into this. Most people, when you have a budget, you finish the film as a director and then you let that part go while the editor is happening. But I'm there day by day and this person and that person and still trying to pay this person and work this person. And the one choice that I made was not to put it in film festivals and not to give it to any online platform. I wanted to screen it myself, also to make some of the money back to give people, to pay people, and to be able to have my community see it. And so that's where we are with the film called We Are Family. And so it'll be screening actually at a school that I work at. So it will premiere at a school, which no one knows. And then it's going to premiere at a church the next day tomorrow. And then so this whole weekend it's premiering. But the biggest one with the actors and the crew will be at the Brooklyn Children's Museum. And then we're going to have an after party at BK9 off of Fifth Avenue, I believe Fifth Avenue. That was a
Wow.
lot, right? That was a lot. I hope you
No,
took that
that's
in.
great. That's great. I just saw a special acknowledgement always to Kafunya. She's listening in, and maybe
Hi, Miss
Monique.
Cafunia. Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Noni.
And I shared it with a brother who's a master drummer named Raphael. I said, "Yo, look, Sister Bridget's gonna have her movie at Brooklyn Children's Museum." So he was like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, it's gonna be Saturday, and then they're gonna, this is an action-packed weekend." And so I wasn't sure of the time, so I told him, instead of being late, I told him it's gonna start around 3. But now that I know it's 6, because you know what, Bridget, I bought my ticket from you, but I'm trying to see which bag I put it in. Because
It's okay. I'm literally making the list at my school. You can't even see. It's so many
whoa,
people. It's so many
whoa,
people coming. Like, oh, I left the other paper in the other room, but we have so far over 60 people that have
wow.
signed up. So anyone will be there. Let me shout out Kari Edwards. He was also the one to connect me to be able to get this done at the Brooklyn Children's Museum. So I'm very happy and I'm grateful for him. And yeah, so we have a lot. I'm missing my other sheet, but we definitely have at least 60 registrants. And I'm so excited.
Ooh,
Even if, let me tell you something, even if 2 people showed up, I'd still be happy.
ooh. That sounds nice. Y'all bring anything to drink, or y'all got that covered?
We will have some beverages and we will have a little bit of bites. But it's really at the after party, you'll have more of that going on.
Oh, that's the one on Fifth Avenue, right?
Hmm.
Is that in Brooklyn, Fifth Avenue, or
It is in
Manhattan, Fifth
Brooklyn.
Avenue?
It's in Brooklyn. Brooklyn. It's
Fifth Avenue.
close to the Barclays.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All right. Great, great. So if you want, I don't know if it might be too much to put it online, but you let me know what you want me to do, because this is a promotion for you. I'm going to uh family. There's a link in the show description. You'll be able to see it after the show. Um, Tell us, what, with you being who you are, Bridget, where have you traveled? Because I can tell you put some mileage underneath your feet. Where you been in this big, vast world?
Well, part of my story is when I started running 8 years ago, I was on the journey. See, this is what I was telling you. I'm at the school, the lights go out. Hold on.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Wow, she popped that light on quick. Yeah. Hmm.
I have a journey that I'm doing a half marathon in every state. I'm up to state 42. And then
Wow.
I've been to a few different countries. I'm doing the world majors for the marathons. And I'm also an ultra marathoner. I know I told Hank about this one where I ran from Buffalo, New York, all the way to New York, 591 miles. That was for charity. And I did that in 18 days. Um, and I'm very proud. And I really feel like once people set their mind to do something and you stay focused, you could get it done. And
That's
it's
amazing.
yeah, thank you. And I don't say that in a bragging way. I say that because most people don't really associate women of color to do certain things like that. And I'm sure there are, but in my space, there's not too many people who have done that. It's called the Empire State Trail. You can look it up. And I'm very proud of that because I set a goal and I completed it no matter what. On my last day, I had to do 70 miles to complete the goal of finishing. And it was pouring rain that day. And
And you
I
ran
just,
70 miles in the rain? Mm, I think you up there with superpowers of some sort. I don't know. I never even seen Catwoman running much, so I can't put you in that category. But I know that you had some like glowing shoes that look like if you ran, it created like a iridescent glow,
oh
and you
yeah,
look like you fast. Tell us
I
about
run at
those
night.
sneakers.
That's because I run at night or when it's dark. So my sneakers, I like them to have the fluorescent colors on them so people can see me when I'm running. Because I like early morning runs or late at night because there's less people in the streets and I can just coast.
Coast. You sound like
Mhm.
you be. What's your top speed, Bridget? Because you look like you can run. Like you look like you can run for hours and hours. Because you just
I
float
don't run for
around.
speed. I don't run for speed.
Mm,
One of my things is endurance, and because you can finish something fast, but can you? How long will it last? How that time lasts you? So even if you finish, let's say 10 miles in less time, can you go past the 10 miles? And that's always been my goal. Can you go further than that? That's how I want to live, to be able to go further than what the normal person can do. So it's not a matter of the speed for me. And I want to live a long time to be able to do more. So that's the goal, to do more and to do it at my best. So if I'm trying to, what they call, bust down a 5K in whatever, 6, 7 minutes, it's cool, but it's just not my journey. My journey has always
Mm,
been to want to go for longevity. I did two 100 milers in 1 year in 2022, I believe. And I did it in the cold and then once in the heat. And for me, it was still one of those things where when I speak to mostly men, they're like, really? Like, how is that possible? But it just means that they're not in that running environment. So they don't think that it's possible, because it is. But again, some people are not even thinking of wanting to do 100 miles. Like, why? But for me, it just shows, what more can you do? You know, you can always do more. So the pushing of the limits and still being able to feel like super accomplished. I guess my word for myself has always been resilient, because it is about keep pushing forward no matter what.
I think that's amazing. I saw a short video clip today, and actually, I thought about you, but they were literally levitating and floating over like wheat fields as if they were running. And I was like, I
Mm.
guess next thing Bridget's going to do is she's going to run and levitate, because they weren't on the ground; they were floating above the grains of wheat, and it was a beautiful thing to look at, because I said, this might be the next frontier, because this is amazing. So when you're not running across countries and cities and towns and states, you're making movies. That's
I'm
beautiful.
making movies, and I work in schools. I'm a site director at an after school program. And then I also teach dance in multiple schools across the boroughs. I haven't really hit Staten Island like that, but yeah, the youth is a big passion for me. I I've always want like the best for them, to push out and give more. Like, how can our students do more? And today we had a performance, our winter showcase, and, you know, I'm tough on the kids because I know that they can do more. And just to see them on stage, they feel proud. They feel proud, and
Uh,
they really don't complain as much, I guess, because I'm not complaining around them. And I try to smile more, but I'm very serious and focused. So I have to remember to incorporate that smiling part with them, so they feel that when they're doing it. But it's so much about energy that sometimes I'm not focused on the smile, and you could see them. I have to smile at them when they're on stage. But going back to that, it's just always about encouraging our youth, especially our Black and Brown youth. And that's why I have my Brown Girl Empowerment. And that is to uplift them, encourage them, and let them see their beauty in themselves and to take care of themselves.
I was about to ask you, what do you think, uh, people of color need the most? And you just spoke on that. Can you touch on that more? Because there's so much craziness going on, or maybe it's amplified with social media. What do you think would be the high grounds of uh, inspiration that people need to focus on, instead of always focusing on shadow work? What about, some of the goals and dreams that you have? What do you think folks need more of?
Love. I always feel like love for me is at the
Mm,
forefront. It's love, and it's really loving who you are first, because when you love who you are first, you can love on others. And gratitude. Those two are the
mm.
biggest ones for me, love and gratitude, because when you are grateful about what you have, who you are, okay, thank you, you too. That was my coworker. And
Mm.
it's really about the gratitude, because I just feel like when you're so grateful, you move differently. You know, and I'm
I
not
believe
saying,
you.
yeah, there are people with issues and stuff like that. And it's so, when you work on the love part of the people who have these issues, some environments is just so crazy. So working on your own bubble it just feels like things won't penetrate that. And so you will just be in a place, I'm not saying you can't give nobody the business, but you will always still be in a place of gratitude and of love. So even when you're giving someone the business, it comes from a place of love.
Mm, I like that. I like that. Wow. Have you ever thought of mountain climbing too?
Actually, yes, but that after I finish all my states, then
Oh
I'll,
boy.
yeah, you gotta be easy. When you're running, you don't want to ice skate, you don't want to roller skate, you don't do nothing to hurt your legs.
Oh, which mountain would you like to go? I'm thinking Bear Mountain. What do
I've
I
done
don't know
Bear
anything.
Mountain already. That's like no brainer. Bear Mountain is nothing.
What? Wow. So,
Yeah.
which mountain would you like in this lifetime to say that you've climbed or ran up?
In Japan, because when we went to do a race there and we went to visit was it Fuji? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Fiji, Fuji. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Mhm.
oh, that's a thing. So there's actually people who do that trail and stuff like that. And I was like, I want to do that. So, but I just have to wait again. There's stages because I really want to finish the goal of the states first.
That's amazing. I just thought of Mount Kilimanjaro. I wonder if anybody
Oh,
climbed.
that's one too. I did research that already. That's on my list too.
What is the word about Mount Kilimanjaro as
Yeah,
far as mountain climbing? Is that easy or is that advanced stuff?
it is advanced, but they have stages of them to where you can only go this part and go back down, or so they have stages of it.
Wow. Wow. Mount Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro is such a beautiful name
I
for a
know it's
mountain.
beautiful. I wonder if someone has that name as their name.
I wonder, you know what? You never know. Someone may name their child Kilimanjaro.
That's a powerful name.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wow. I want to acknowledge Kafunya. She's giving you a lot of energy.
Hi, Miss
She's saying,
Capone. Thank you so much.
yeah. Somebody named Mike. Good evening, people. Mike NXCVP. I
Good
don't know.
evening.
Yep. Let me see who else. Somebody named Timothy Hershey, 1827. Peace, love,
Good
and light.
evening.
Hmm. And this sounds like fun. I might come and just want to do a short video take of all the people there. I don't know. I
That would
might
be
end up.
amazing. We need all that. We have only two press coming, so you can be our third press.
Okay, right here for Magnus Crystal's Pyramids. I'll come and
Yeah.
videotape, catch some videotapes, and yeah, so we can promote this. This
Yeah, we
sounds like
have
fun.
a little window from the doors open at 6, so like 5:50, because the cast and crew will be coming before to take pictures with the backdrop, and so 6 to 6:45 is the mingling part, and then the movie will start at 7 sharp,
Wow.
and Q&A at 8:30.
Okay, I'll be there. That's Saturday. Family Brooklyn Children's Brooklyn Museum on
Make
Brooklyn
sure you
Avenue.
dress. It's red carpet. Dress, dress, dress.
Dress, dress, dress. Okay, I'm not going to stress on the dress because I'm going to be the video man, so I'll be
Yeah.
in the dark. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, dark colors. I ain't going to be
No,
bright.
that's
I'll let.
fine.
Yeah. All right. Any closing words to the youth, young and old? Because everybody's a bunch of big kids. Oh, I want to thank you for being at Nicholas Bookstore. I want to thank again Monique. Thank Kafunya. Thank Solomon. Thank the crew. Vivian. I think her name Vivian. Vivian. Uh, family, come to Nicholas. Support Black business. And I thank you again, Brigid, for the ambiance that you create with the somebody named Dojon John. Uh, I think you might know some of these folks, but you might not know their email names. But I just want to thank you for the healing energy that you help amplify, like the way you created the cascading effect on the pyramids, and more pyramids are coming, family. I
Mhm.
want to thank you for you being there. The
No,
presence is
thank
definitely
you.
healing.
Don't
Yeah.
forget that we have a winter solstice on the 21st this Sunday at Nicholas, Brooklyn.
Oh, that's right. What time does that start?
9 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's all day wellness, all day. Thank you
Woo!
so much, Ms. Capunia.
You know, I'm supposed to set up my table at Restoration, and I think that starts around 3. So I'm gonna figure out how I can finagle. But family, be at Nicholas Bookstore starting at 9 a.m. if you have time or you want to come through. That's 1396 Fulton between Brooklyn and New York Avenue. And thank you, Brigid. Thank you,
Thank you
Kafunya.
so much. And I
Yeah.
wish the wellness on everyone and, stay hopeful and positive and do your best to help the community that you're in.
Mm. Oh, they're gonna have a bunch of stuff here. They got the sound bath. I thought she was getting ready to say there's going to be an ice bath in that freezing weather, and I was like,
No, we
oh,
have the sound bath, and that's with her bowls. And then
mm.
we'll have a sauna box, and we'll have Pilates. We're gonna have yoga 3 times for the day, and we'll have GJ doing some martial arts stuff, and we'll have Stretch Master doing some stretching, and we're
Oh,
gonna
that's my brother.
panel. Yeah, we're going to have a panel discussions of wellness ideas and then some dancing. I'll be doing some movement with people, and we'll have some vegan food by Miss Sharon Wanoli Rose, and Cuckoo Vegan will be there. And
Ooh.
yeah, so it's going to be a beautiful time of sharing and just closing out 2025 with some wellness. And the winter solstice is the time for everyone to do that shift in their bodies of fasting after and healing and bringing light and love into them.
That is beautiful. And that's Sunday, family.
Yeah.
Sunday, you want to be in Brooklyn on Sunday.
Yes.
Action packed the whole weekend.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Bridget.
No,
This
thank you so
was,
much.
yeah, this was fun. And I'm glad you figured out the buttons to get on the
Me
show.
too. Me too.
Okay, family, like, subscribe, share, and hope to see you there this Sunday. No, this Saturday, 6
Saturday
p.m.
and 6 p.m. at Brooklyn Children's Museum for We Are Family, or you can get your tickets at Nicholas, Brooklyn, or on Eventbrite. And then the winter solstice is Eventbrite for that as well.
Awesome. Okay, folks.